behind the curtain.
But yeah, Stacks does love to play the Sage on this map. They do switch him out for that in this situation. Foxy will be on that Jet as well. Foxy 9, that is. We're gonna have a bit of a fun time casting Foxy versus Fox right now.
Yay!
This will be an excellent situation to test how
that
good
can't
we
go
are
wrong.
reading.
Yeah.
So
it's
yeah.
never not been great. You know what's kind of interesting is I kind of want to ask Foxy. It's like the nine-tailed fox thing, right? I'm assuming that's why the 9 is on there. If he's more about the Korean myth version of it or like the other like Japanese, Chinese myth version, because they're actually kind of different. I looked this up. I was reading about it. Where like in Japan, the nine-tailed fox is sort of like a neutral figure. It's not really, you know, whatever. But in Korea, the nine-tailed fox is like kind of a bad guy. Like, so I'm kind of curious what he was going for with it.
I think just based off his interview performance, I'd say it's the first one.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
I mean, I assume it's some kind of like, you know, like Ari reference or something, you know. Oh, a bunch of players spotted here, so at least 2 known of, and yeah, I mean, DRX is making the front of the A site an untenable task for Talon to get through. The spot there on that dart from RB was really, really good. And now Talon's stuck. I mean, they are able to dart the corner, put some damage into Foxy. And now he's going to get a heal from Stacks, so that dart was nullified. Buzz pushing the corner, and even though Cruz gets 2 with the headshots, continuing kind of where he left off yesterday, Stacks is there for the cleanup. Just too much damage already done, and it is going to be the pistol. Once again, DRX has not dropped a pistol yet. Gemini.
That is correct. They've generally been
in this event.
Yeah, the team that does not exactly do very well in the pistols. It's something we've been kind of critical of them in the past, but this event, not the case. They've been doing extremely well on that. So yet another one goes into their favor this round. Yeah, but like you said, they got completely choked up at the front of A right there, trying to get into the site, just not able to get any further right there, and it just kind of withered away from that point on. They're going to try to go over to B this time. Talon going right into B long. Buzz on top of the box right there, does TP out. Doesn't have to worry too much about that, but we'll get the information. Mako's still kind of waiting by Yellow, clearing this out. Got his smoke right there as well to help push them out, and that is what Talon will be doing. They don't want to push too far in without, you know, just completely suiciding all of their members into a bunch of smokes and whatnot.
Yeah, you don't want to suicide into the Viper. You do not want to feed those Vipers pits. No doubt about it. And also Mako, you know, pretty darn good at the game. Foxy has the Marshall. There was a Guardian on Buzz. He's been rocking that all tournament. Seems like he's trying out kind of a different round 2 buy on the win. Foxy is going to find some damage. Has to smoke off the dart. Sees one, gets the kill. Another! Oh! That's a bunch of kills here for DRX. RB gets taken out. But Foxy and Stacks are making this very, very difficult. Foxy there. 3 kills with the Marshall.
What a beast. What an absolute beast. This guy is nuts, man. I swear. He's such a flashy player. I love it when you have these new players that just like kind of come in, show up, and they're already just an absolute, you know, they're just like dabbing on people for fun. It's just like, it's just so exciting to watch them play, and Foxy is definitely one of those players and something that DRX, they've had their share of flashy moments for sure, but I mean, this is also something else to have in combination with, you know, like likes of Buzz going off on his crazy old jet plays and stuff like that. So really cool to see.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, we're all really excited about the prospects of this player. RB here just doing a little bit of peeking, and there is going to be smoke to retreat, kind of attempting to confuse DRX as to they push through tube or not. Mako's going to confirm that they did not. There is the ult for Foxy. He loves the up and overs, at least in this tournament. We've seen him go for the big flashy plays, no doubt. Stacks on point now, the sole player left on the A side currently, although I see Foxy 9 quickly making his way over as well. Stacks, what can he do on the point? He has to leave. Just did not get the
Throws
timing.
the wall up and runs the hell out of there.
Oh my God! That was crazy. All right, Jit Boy's able to get 2, and then Sushi Boy's able to follow up. But that was almost devastating for Talon.
Yeah, that excellently done by the boy squad right there to help clear it right back up. Gets it down to a 2v2. Mako and Buzz will be able to get into the site because there was actually no plant, despite the fact that the site was actually breached onto. But They will be taking it slow. There's still 30 seconds. They don't really have time to rotate at this point. They would literally have to beeline it at this point. I don't even think then they would make it. They have to stick around. Jitboy's continuing his onslaught. Will get another onto Mako, leaving it up to only Buzz. Coming back around through heaven. 20 seconds still with the bomb to be planted. Will be getting it down. Buzz gets a... Oh my god, gets 2. Right on that. Didn't commit to the plant. Wanted to help back up his teammate that just got killed. Doesn't get it. Excellently done by Buzz to get the first bonus round conversion. Oh, onto my bingo card.
Onto the bingo card. We did it, chat.
I'm so happy.
We got another bingo. Well, we haven't got a bingo yet, but we got the bonus round conversion, which was on our...
You're quite close to one, right?
I need a Yoru pick.
Oh, that's
and
rough.
Something else. Yeah, I think we're pretty boned. Well, maybe not. Maybe Talon will go
I needed someone forgetting to buy and like a defuse and less than 0.5.
Oh,
is, like,
we might get that one. That one might happen.
I don't really have anything else lined up.
I'm not so sure about the forget to buy, but we'll see. I mean, it's actually harder for us to notice that one too.
Yeah.
Oh god, Foxy though. Up and over. Stacks on the other side of the map through mid. Actually caught a lurking player. RB finds another into mid, so some mid aggression quickly shut down by DRX. Accounted for, and Foxy, nobody's missing this round for DRX. One more death and it'll be a flawless. The heal comes in as well to make this even more difficult. Of course, an eco, good shots from Jitboys, but isn't able to find the finish, and they're going to pin him in and finish him off. Great timing. You can hear one going over the zip line as well. So DRX goes up 4-0, and already looking a little scary for Talon.
Yeah. I mean, that's expected after actually getting the bonus conversion. It's very likely that that 4th round will follow as well, unless it was like a very, extremely close one, which it ended up actually being a 1v1 at the end of it. But doesn't really matter. Did not have the funds, did not have the weapons, did not have the aim right there to really get that 4th round. That's what I mean. Unless you're trying some crazy stuff, it's going to be a little bit difficult. Tried for it straight up, didn't happen. Gonna have their rifles back, gonna have some better weaponry for them this round. This is where it really starts to matter. If they lose this one, then it's gonna start to really crumble apart.
Yeah, this is one of those ones that starts to really get you scared. Foxy trying to get aggressive, quick to react, had already popped the dash and is obviously prepared to make his way out. Now a strong attack here, some sprays through the smokes is going to connect onto Foxy this time, so he is sussed out. It will not be a flawless this go around. Lockdown placed right at 410 there, and they're doing a good job defending it. Stacks try to push, try to see if he could figure it out. RB, has he made it? Nope, he got detained. So they're going to try to push off the back of that, and DRX is going to use him as bait. The wall there. Buzz tries to come around, it gets shut down. I think we may have the workings of a win. It's just Mako remains. RB as well, he was detained, I forgot about that. But he's done. That's the end. Talon, good push. Had to use a lockdown, but you still got a Viper's Pit and a res, so all things considered, that's a decent turnaround.
Oh, yeah, that was great. I mean, sure, you use one ult, but I mean, it's so early in the game. Like, why not? Like, to secure that for sure, you need to have that kind of secure, right? You get down 5-0 right at the start. It's like, you're just like, oh my god, guys, like, hello. Like, you start looking at each other, and you're like, do we know how to play this video game?
Yeah,
like,
are we?
What is actually happening right now? So, excellently done to secure that. They got really good space control off of the ult to get right into the site. Everyone getting pushed back, of course. And I mean, they landed their shots as DRX tried to come back into the site for the retake. Not that time, though, as Foxy9 finds a quick one onto Garnets right at the top of Nest on the other side. So comes right back, will be safe. Excellent start to help for the nice recovery there for DRX.
Yeah, it takes an ult out of the equation and some armor as well. As now Fox going to be just watching with his Vandal, see if anybody's going to be peeking out for the side of DRX. Still no operator yet for DRX, sticking with just the Vandal here for Foxy9. He's going to hear the drone. It doesn't get clear. Doesn't matter. Didn't look over in his direction. He did get one, but quickly the response comes through. Talon has a couple down. Stack's not able to stabilize the aim. Talon should be planting here relatively shortly.
Yeah, gets onto the site. Like you said, that stage res actually being pretty useful here, bringing it back up to a 5v5, but it just means that it gets blown kind of early, but doesn't matter. That means you can get it back up again by the end of the half, hopefully. But yeah, now it looks like we're in a 2v4. DRX choosing to go away from the spike. They don't want to actually commit to this. Would rather keep their weapons, especially Buzz over
Buzz
here having the
operator.
op.
Yeah.
So we definitely want to make sure he keeps that in his hand if you are a fan of DRX. But yeah, great for Talon to get a second one on the board here. Definitely not just crumbling away at the might of DRX's power and their pressure onto the site. So it's good to see some amount of competition at all. I mean, there's a technical likely that get those glasses pushed back up there again. Of all the matches, I do have a 13-0 point on my bingo card. That could technically get filled today.
It could.
In this match.
Yeah, but it is going to be this map at least. I mean, we got that going for us.
Yeah.
I think this is a good stabilization for Talon, and DRX came out swinging, read them pretty well. Didn't allow for any lurks, any mid pushes, and now Talon's kind of just squaring up and putting up a fight and going blow for blow. So this is a decent start. Now we get the thumbs up. Dart out. Start. Sushi Boys uses the turret to watch for a Foxy push. That's kind of the reaction that they're going to have to what we've seen from Foxy 9 early in the rounds. This time, though, Buzz with the operator is going to be up on the pipe. And let's see if he's going to be able to find anything. No one moving right now for Talon. Turret sees him, tries to use it as bait, but misses.
Yeah, I really do like that out of Foxy, going up further, like you said, to bait the turret, so that way Buzz above him could possibly get that op shot as they turn around to help clear that player, but doesn't get it, doesn't connect, and they are going to swing right over to B side now after having that little interaction. The drone will be coming out to help secure, doing a little 360 on the mini-map there. Looked kind of funny, but does come over into the site. We'll be able to clear that out for now. The rest of DRX is still, oh my god, on A, but Mako over here just spamming through the smoke. Doesn't really care. Gets another through the smoke. Almost gets a third, but the rest of DRX are now here.
All that matters is that he bought time. I mean, and more than time. He got 2 kills on top of it, so that's devastating. And this is why, we often talk about Mako as one of the best in the business, but he found that narrow margin through there, and Buzz is faster than Garnett. This go around, RB as well. Good for it and good for the finish. That is a good round here for DRX to go up 5-2. Only lose 1 player, and it's just Mako, and he took 2 down with him. Went down swinging. Now DRX's economy back in a comfortable position.
I mean, like, if you are sitting there going on to B and you have 1 player on the site and you are getting spammed through the smoke as you're trying to plant the bomb against that 1 player, it's like, what do you even do at that situation? Like, what do you look back like? All right, guys. All right, I guess we just shouldn't have gotten spammed through the smoke. All right, let's run it back.
Well, they need an adjustment to throw some mollies back there, shock darts or something. Some kind of utility to clear that snowman area. If that's going to be the play. They weren't able to react to it, right? They just he found an off angle. Buzz only took a nick of damage before he snapped his fingers and pieced out. This is difficult here for DRX. I mean, potentially. There's quite a few members. And still, though, Buzz, good for the opener, looking for another. Could be difficult, and he got it. He flicked up and gets Sushi Boys, and you can hear fans are...
Yeah, I can actually hear
fans are feeling it. I know. I'm excited about that. I can hear the crowd, and they are impressed, as are we.
I wonder if chat could hear the crowd, because I don't think I heard the crowd yesterday. Nice. Excellent. Love hearing the crowd reactions. It's always the most fun part of these live esports events, since we do actually have an audience here. So it's always cool to be able to hear that kind of stuff popping off with the players themselves. Oh, actually, the shot are connecting to Buzz. Only down to 10 health. TP's at. Oh wait, no. Is that a fake TP? It is. Oh, that's so. I love that kind of stuff, man. I absolutely love it. Fake TPs in place, continuing to hold the same angle. Doesn't really seem like Talon is great. Oh, never mind. They just go ahead and shoot him down anyway. He's only got 10 health, so it's going to be hard to get that shot off. We'll be able to spam down the wall, so there is an opening here for Mako to just bulldoze through. Gets 2. Oh my god, what a power move from the smoke.
Insane. And then he gets the 3rd to finish it, grabs the op. That is absolute. I like that. That was absolutely just. He knew. He's just like, man, they're probably not ready for this. I mean, great job by Talon to kind of read Buzz's fake TP, but then, after that, it starts to go a bit sideways, and I mean, it's a rough task for anybody in the world to go up against DRX, and so for Talon here, a few good ideas on a couple rounds, but DRX is just, the way that DRX reacts, the way that DRX starts to read you, the individual play of Mako in particular. This is why you see them, they didn't want to go to B early because of this.
Yeah. I mean, we saw Mako getting those kind of blind shots at the first attempt at B. I mean, sure, whatever, sure, it happens. Maybe you should, like you said, throw a shock dart back there to push him back even further. But I mean, this time you throw the wall up, you get some utility out there. He just busts through the wall. He's playing a smoke like you're playing a duelist on defense. He just runs through the wall, shoots it, kills 2 players, then runs out and gets the third as well to close it. It's like the ball's on this guy. This is what we were talking about before yesterday, where it seemed like Mako was not I mean, obviously DRX was playing great, but it seemed like Mako wasn't, the flashy player that we usually see in the clutch master that we are used to seeing as well. But that's what we were talking about, where if you have a player that plays smokes that can also be such an insane playmaker just with the gun as well, it's like, what a combo. And right there we see glimpses of it yet again.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's well said. And I mean, we did see a little bit of on fracture from Mako, but the other 2 maps he was kind of quieter. Sushi Boys today, another phenomenal controller we have in this region. At times, I think Cruz has been playing a lot of controller, and then of course Sugar Zero is also just an outrageously good controller. So we're lucky if you like Smoke's play. Hunter's Fury to cover, successful, but Buzz shoots people on the way out. So yes, there is post-plant positioning for Talon, but all the ults in the world for the side of DRX, they still haven't invested the Viper's pit. He's been sitting on that for a while. Buzz holding angles with the operator. Foxy pushing angles. Shoots into the box, seeing if anybody's behind it. Isn't ready for Garnett's. Garnett's got 2 on that swing. Mako shuts him down. DRX going to have to get aggressive. Time is starting to run out. Buzz whiffs on the shot. Jit Boys takes down Mako. Buzz has to go there, has to stick it. Shock dart is coming. Fox is good for it. A 3rd round now. It's going to be found for the side of Talon, yeah.
Nicely done by Talon to kind of secure that. It was a little unfortunate for Buzz there. He kind of missed a couple shots there. He missed the flanking shot on the op, trying to, I think that was Jit Boys at the end, or Fox, I think it was, that was flanking him. Missed the first one. Wasn't quite able to get that. Got pushed into an awkward spot. And then even though the shock dart didn't actually connect onto the spike, it didn't really matter. He just rounded that corner, shot him down anyway. Excellently done. I mean, it's really a big clutch moment there for Fox to be able to keep this game from going absolutely nuts. At least putting him into the 3rd round win, so the 9th is possible.
Oh my God. Fox looked away at I don't know if he had the angle or not to get the headshot for the player coming up belt, but they are ready for him to make the push. Everybody here for Talon, and really good job. Yeah, it's a great individual play from Fox. Like, you don't want to die there just to fork over the money. I mean, I don't know if Buzz had enough time. He had it to half. He might have had enough time to get the finish, but wall up from Stacks, some smoke screens from the Viper, and there we go. There's the Viper's pit from Mako, this time onto A. So all of DRX is here, the 4 surviving members. Is this going to be a rotate? Yes, and Buzz is going to be ready to account for it. Doesn't go for the initial jiggle. They saw him, can't get the swing on the double, re-peeks it, and Jit Boys is good for the headshot.
Yeah, I mean, yet again, Buzz kind of missing his shots right there. A little bit uncharacteristic from him. Isn't able to connect very much. And now DRX sprinting over to the B site to help get some sort of defense scrambled up here. Stacks with a TikTok wall to end it. Completely gets the spike denied for now. Will be able to get the rest of his team over here. Still only down 3-3. RB getting 1. Sushi Boys is able to trade it out. There is the ult now for Sushi Boys as well to help zone out, but Mako is already in the middle of the site. Could easily jump on that if he wanted to. Gonna go for the spike itself.
All right, he's gonna move into there. Nano Storm is gonna come down. Mako thought, yeah, maybe I can just hold it and I can trick him with the Nano Swarm. You know, he might be able to get the job done, but they were ready for that.
Dude, I got so hyped for a second on that Stacks wall.
I know, that Stacks wall
I was like, oh my God, he just boosts himself up over the corner, get the player running in to plant the spike. Unfortunately, there's not enough players around him to help trade it out. It was, oh.
I thought he might just pick up 2 or 3.
Dude, I saw it coming, but so close, so close. Excellently done by Talon to trade that out and then keep their composure for the rest of it to clear out Mako as well.
All right, 6-4. So DRX slipping a couple rounds. Talon playing really well, recovering in some rough situations, able to kind of hold the line and squeak out a few round wins. A lot of ults. You know, like you said in the last round, lockdown was there, but now you have a Viper's Pit, you have a Rez, you have the Tour de Force potentially, you have a Rez and a Hunter's Fury. So you do have the counter to the lockdown now. This is kind of where it gets a little bit awkward, as the Hunter's Fury should be coming out potentially. Yep, there it is. That should clear it. And there you are. RB gets one more shot, see if he can get lucky. Way off the mark as the rest of Talon is rotating into the waiting crosshairs of Buzz. He hears it, he gets it, and he TP's out. That was nice.
Well, but there's still the Sage Res, though.
It's not as nice, but at least you force it out.
Yeah, true. Still be a 5v5, though. The position is still being held by Buzz. He did not get forced out of yellow, so he will still be able to hold this entry angle. The rest of Talon is just kind of wait. Oh my god! What? I couldn't even see Cruz on the screen right there. Brings it down to a 3v2 as the resulting gunfight. Buzz still getting some. RB is able to finish it off as Buzz gets picked off by Sushi Boys. But wow, what a round by Buzz right there.
What a flick.
I literally couldn't even see Cruz on the screen.
I mean, he just... It's like he knew he was going to be coming on the double peak or something. It's like Fox stepping out. I don't know. Or he just felt it. That was wild. That was really good.
I mean, we were just saying, Buzz looking a little uncharacteristic, whiffing a couple of those shots. I think he was thinking the same thing. He probably, you know, punched himself in the face a little bit right there. Like, what am I doing right now? Give himself a little slap, wake him up a little bit, maybe pull on his mask and let it come back to his face, you know?
Somebody get him some aftershave.
Yeah.
Like at Home Alone, he's got to smack his face. Ah!
I mean, he woke up. that was a round for sure out of him, man. Unreal. The rest of Talon is going to have to, you know, regroup after that, and they are going to be playing it a little bit slowly. Not exactly leaning to that B side this time, knowing that Buzz is probably still waiting there with that op again.
Yeah, exactly. Tour de Force is going to be used by Talon. They are also on a Viper's Pit. So, you know, obviously you want to get that into position. You want to make sure you keep that Viper alive. Get Cruz through to get that ult down. Buzz sitting up on top of green, just seeing what's going on. There's going to be the spot on to Foxy, so he is going to dash back. And immediately there was a toxic screen put up in response to that. Not much going on. Talon taking their time. A few seconds left to think about it, if they want to rotate.
The option is apparently no, as they are fully coming over to the side. Garnet's going to join them. I mean, Buzz is fully aware of the fact that there's no one over here. He even goes to check a little bit further. TP's back out. We'll get the confirmation from the rest of them that they are coming into the site. Foxy 9, though, still behind them somehow. Gets one. Sushi Boys, oh my god, a huge trade just going off absolutely everywhere on this site, leaving it to a 3v2 for Talon. Trying to get this bomb into the site. Will be able to drop 2 of them, so it's only Buzz coming out late into the party here. It's like, still with the op, so it's still possible, but nope. Garnets will secure it.
7-5 half. So Talon keeps it pretty respectable here. You know, there's a world where they get this done. You know, a little bit of a few misplays here and there mechanically from DRX, giving some hope to Talon, and some good executes, some good decision making in terms of overall macro from the side of Talon. So yeah, I mean, I'm pretty impressed with Talon. They, after losing, you know, 4 rounds in a row to start the map, they bounced back nicely. Yeah, that was honestly very impressive. I really wasn't expecting, especially like you said, how devastating. Excuse me. Devastating those first couple rounds were. Really looked like Talon was about to just, you know, lose it completely, but pulling back, staying strong, not letting the pressure crumble them at all. I think, like we can talk about yesterday, how they were saying they came in here with, like, no pressure at all, right? They're just, yeah, I don't know, we think we're going to get last. Like, we're not really trying. I'm just here to tour Korea. Like, you know, why not? Yeah, we're going to move here in a couple months anyway. Might as well come check it out. Let's get a quick first look.
But I mean, that is, like we were saying, that's a benefit to some of these players, some of these teams, where if you have no pressure, just go out, do it. You have nothing to lose, and sometimes you just play really well. And there's a good recovery from them. Let's see what their defender side looks like.
Absolutely. And I have hope. I mean, you have a Killjoy in here, so you're double Sentinel, so this should be, in theory, the better side of the map for you in some ways. Potentially, I don't know, but we'll see. And a lot of the early Killjoy utility I see plays 2 nanoswarms onto A. Trademark and Kitchen, kind of the standard here for a lot of these teams. Early Shock Dart, where is this going?
Oh, dude. Oh, I love how the observer's also like, yeah, what is this?
What am I missing? Am I missing something? I feel like I'm missing something.
Was he like anticipating like a recon dart or something, or like?
Was it supposed to bounce back?
I'm guessing
sometimes
it had to be like predicting like a recon dart hitting there or something, right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Surely that's what it had to be. I can't even think of anything else of what that was supposed to be. Oh my god.
There's got to be a reason. If it's DRX, they rarely.
That was the greatest thing.
Rarely.
I don't know. Okay.
Just. All right, Mako with the backstab. Garnett's able to recover. There's got to be a unless he just forgot to set the bounce. I think he forgot to set the bounce.
I just like look over to you. We're both.
I know we both just looked at each other like.
What is this?
I thought maybe you knew. I'm like, there's got to be a reason, right? Like that I'm not aware of. Because I've never seen that before in my entire casting career that a shock dart hits that tower like that. Unless there's like, okay, 2 down now. Talon pushing back, bouncing back, trying to catch. Oh, RB just chads up the rope. Jit Boys though ready for him to swing out, and he's good for another. Great shooting with the Ghost here, and he gets the clutch defuse. Barely, sliver of health left, and finally somebody takes a pistol off of DRX in this tournament.
Yeah, I mean, like you were saying, RB was kind of man-moding it right there up the rope. It looked like he was about to go right onto the spike as well and get Jit Boys, but no, completely flicks right up onto him. Is able to then get the kind of mind game shoot battle on the wall there as well, breaking it and then immediately going right onto Buzz there. I mean, yeah, excellently done by him. Really giving them a big sliver of hope here, considering that we are at now 7-6. That's as close as you can get going into the second half, essentially.
Yeah, I think you were right, by the way. I think it was for a recon dart. Now that I think about it, sometimes players do shoot them up there.
Yeah, they're like,
yeah.
It just
has to be it.
It just looks so stupid. Like
when there's nothing there, yeah.
And like we're like hyping it. We're like, what's this? This is an interesting location to shoot from. And then the observer is also like, oh, where's this gonna go?
But it's so anticlimactic.
It just bounces on a random thing at the top of the map. So funny.
Yeah. I mean, Sova stuff, you don't have to get to see those kind of plays. RB, though, with a Frenzy, name a better combo. You can't, because he's really good with it. Fox shuts down the other Fox. So, a little Fox-on-Fox violence.
Fox diff.
Yeah, Fox diff. Stack somehow steps ahead of that shock dart. Good movement. Mako with the Viper able to fall back into safety. So a post plan here, and maybe DRX can get this eco out. Stax has a Spectre. Stax has a Spectre. He's got 2. Is he going to be able to find any more? Some utility being thrown, and finally Jit Boy shuts him down, but Buzz is ready for it, and just like that, Talon won a pistol, maybe feeling like they can set the tone for this half. Well, DRX says nah. Nah, son.
We're DRX, boy. Haven't you heard of us? I have. I heard them.
You heard of them?
Have you heard of them?
I'm vaguely familiar. I think like.
Did they win like League of Legends or something?
I don't
know.
know.
The whole game.
Who cares?
Like, League of Legends is done now.
That's
like,
yeah. They just canceled League of Legends.
The game is
after
over. That's the perfect storyline.
And then they like, play the reverse card, and Deft has to keep playing League of Legends.
No,
like,
now
you can't retire.
He comes back to Valorant now. He switches to Valorant. That's the reverse
no,
card.
Faker comes to Valorant. That's the real reverse card. Oh, they saw. He suspects. I think he might have seen the top of the smoke.
Go, Stacks, go.
Foxy. Buzz is good for another. Garnett's, though. Great headshot with a headhunter. Oh. Another one. All of a sudden here, Talon now trying to give him the old do-si-do. Trying to rip out the gun round, and they do. What is going on?
What is this match?
Yeah, every round that a team shouldn't win, they do.
Well.
All right, 8-7. 8-7.
Keeping it close. It's
Drifting.
Not over. It is not ending yet. I mean, yeah, excellent by Talon here to be able to continue to equalize it. I don't really understand how this is kind of happening here. We're just losing all these rounds that shouldn't be lost here, but keeping it interesting for sure. Jib Boy's coming up huge. Garnett's also doing amazing in this game as well. We were saying that he really needs to continue to step up if we want to see Talon continue to do as good as they did yesterday, because he was the crucial role in the second game's comeback to actually give them the 2-0 there. So definitely stepping up here. DRX switching back over to A side for now. We'll see what they can do here. But we do have a Garnett's op waiting, and Foxy's the one that unfortunately is behind the crosshair, gets wiped. But yet again,
a res.
The res.
I know.
That's the third time this happened. I'm like, oh, what a sick opening shot.
Well, yeah. Sage feels bad, man, right? That's the life of having a Sage. Cruz able to spray down Buzz. I mean, really nicely handled by him, even going through into that poison cloud. Takes a little bit of decay, but heals up a tiny amount. Mako down to 10 health, so DRX beat up. Talon beat up. Who's going to come out ahead? A lot of DRX stacked in towards Garnett. Let's see if we can find another.
Oh, they're playing this so slow. They are giving them no time to think.
Yeah, you feel like this might be one of those, like, yep, they got him. Oh, they isolated him. They know. So smart. I mean, it's just so tough to play against them when they do stuff like that. That hurt. Tickled the feet a little. It's okay. Still alive there. Now, Spike is going to come through, and DRX gets to set up for post plant. Line up Larry for the win. We need to mark that in our bingo.
I don't think Mako's playing for it. Actually, we'll talk about it after, but Mako trying to save the round here for them. Actually, it's being held. They don't realize it, but they do shoot the wall down. The cover is blown. Cruz, though, still getting some trades. Does have his hit now. Will throw it down. It is at half. They're furiously pinging it. Is Mako running away? He doesn't understand. He just doesn't know. Foxy getting it. This is for the ace, but it's not going to happen. Mako is able to stop it.
We were so close to having the ace be marked off on the bingo. Maybe the lineup, Larry. I don't know. We tried.
The question: does a Sova ult count as a lineup, Larry?
No. I say no.
What's your reasoning? Elaborate.
I don't even think it's a lineup, really, is it? I mean, I don't know. It's just like a special beam cannon. I don't know.
Yeah, like as in like it takes no skill to do that.
I mean, a lineup.
At least the lineup, you have to know what it is.
You have to do some geometry for the lineup.
Yeah, it's like you got to go through basic mathing to like be able to figure that out, right?
That's
that how that works?
Sova, yeah. Like
don't
if
worry,
you get shock darts, yes. Hunter's Fury, debatable.
Don't worry, lineup Larrys. I got your back in here.
I'll open the floor to debate. I'm not so sure.
I've got your back. Don't worry. I appreciate your skill as much as I want to, shoot you in the face when I play against you. Just kidding. This is a live broadcast. This is a friendly, family.
Yeah, family friendly. Yeah, there were during those dance songs. Definitely no bad words were said.
Yeah, nothing about those songs being played was inappropriate at all. Anyways, so DRX again slowing it down a little bit. They were doing pretty good on their executes once they were. All right, never mind. Garnets gets Mako there. It's a pretty impactful person to be killing off here, losing their only smoke here. Gonna be tough, but like I was saying, they were doing very well on their executes once they kind of confused Talon a little bit. Maybe were able to isolate just one player on the site and then be able to pick them off and then get back onto the site itself. But this time will be maybe a little trickier, not having that extra cover. Garnet's trying for the flick as they almost getting the collat as well. Foxy, thank God he was there to prevent that for DRX. Buzz also somehow in B just randomly kills Fox over there.
Yeah, Fox is just completely lost in that moment, trying to, you know, reinforce mid, and, well, they had already busted through onto the site, so was not aware and was shot in the ear. Now they're going to shoot down the wall, clear that. Fox with the Blade Storm already popped. You still have the Hunter's Fury way out into mid. RB going for a long flank on the outside. Buzz trying to hold the line. Garnets is going to get him. RB, though, hit another player in the flank. Yeah, Chip Boys gets the better of it. Finally, Stacks. No, he doesn't. He doesn't get that. RB's got to go. The Hunter's Fury is there. Garnets was already weak. Can Jip Boys do
It's on
this?
half. He can get it.
He's got it. He's got it. Really nice. The shock dart was late. Okay. Okay, 9-8 now. I mean, Talon is really pushing DRX here.
Yeah, I think that was a bit of maybe an autopilot moment out of RB throwing the third. I think he should have canceled the third shot because he saw on the second shot that he killed the player. He still saw on the second shot that there's no one on the spike yet. I mean, obviously didn't hear the ping either. Cancel the third shot. You know it's probably at half based off of how long that it was going. Maybe he just didn't think that it actually did get to half at that point. So, very slight margins here, but I mean, yeah, you can't kill it with only one.
And it's hard to imagine he already had a shock dart lineup, from the random spot that he probably just popped the Hunter's Fury in panic. It's tough for him to react in that situation, of course, but that's a rough round for DRX to lose, and a really nice recovery from Talon.
Keeping it even.
Great retake. Yeah.
This is not what we were expecting. Every time we're saying this a lot this weekend, it seems like. I mean, this is not even like a troll comp out of DRX or anything. This is just what they do. I mean, Foxy is the odd one out, being like the newer addition, but he's not underperforming in any way. He's absolutely doing extremely well in this match so far. Unfortunately, getting a bit caught out there with the Nanostorm into the Viper Molly as well.
They knew that was kind of the plan there, I think, because that snake bite was right on the money, and now they're going to finish off Fox. So Foxy just going down, sets up for this ult. Buzz has his ult and gets some value out of it, but still spike to be planted. Now the attempt comes through, going to be right under the rope. RB has Sushi Boys down. The Hunter's Fury being dodged by DRX.
Sick.
Yeah, really good maneuvering there by RB. Way to use that. Buzz just misses with another tour de force shot. Can they finish this? Can they get the job done? Jip Boys up on top. RB gets Garnets, and Jip Boys tries to get Spicy, and RB's got some milk. You like that?
That was good.
Thanks.
That was actually so funny.
Thank you. I don't know where that came from.
I took a second to be like, get some milk. What are you? Oh,
because it helps cancel the spicy. I
was like, what are you talking about?
Yep. I'm sure I made Achilles cringe's face off, and that's good. That's my goal in life.
It's like you saying, he's trying to get a little bit spicy, but luckily he's got a napkin. It's like, what? What are you talking
Just
about?
something so random. It's like
that's what it said. That's what I thought. I was like,
he's got a Rubik's cube. And you're like, well, that
randomly
even...
milk. I don't. Okay, but yeah, that's
it helps cure
so funny.
spiciness. Yeah.
No, it makes sense. But
yeah, see.
At first, I was like, what is happening?
Sometimes there's logic to what I say. Every once in a while. Not always.
Who did this timeout? I wasn't looking at the screen.
Talon.
Okay, cool. Yeah, they're just gonna drink some water. That's the only.
That's
thing
my
they're
plan
gonna do
too.
on their timeout.
Yeah.
They timed out just so they can drink water and nothing else.
I mean, sometimes you're thirsty, and I mean, I think honestly,
thirsty for a win.
Yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. I'm thirsty for some good maps. This has been a good map, really good map.
Surprisingly,
Talon really starting to come back. Some fist pounds from DRX, but I mean, really, they have been recovering really nicely in some of these rounds. Like some close rounds that they are clutching out.
Yeah, I mean, this is just the big surprise of the tournament, just to see how well these guys are doing. They're just so cohesive. They seem to really know what they're doing. They have a plan. They're executing it. Their retakes, some of them have been just really great. not really faulting under the pressure, like we've been mentioning so many times at this point. It's like such a possibility for some of these teams to just really crumble when they're just, you know, a newly formed team. I know some of these players have already played it with each other, of course, before, but, you know, as a new 5-man roster, it's always going to be different. So, like we were saying, they were able to bring it back on a couple of these off rounds, a couple of these save rounds earlier in this game. This is one that they need to do as well if they don't want their DRX to walk away with it.
Exactly. So you see DRX just checking Nest with some spam to see if anybody had tried to kind of follow up with Garnets on that early push, but nobody home. And although, that being said, Talon is extremely far forward. Now they're starting to get into kind of DRX, I suppose, territory, if you want to call it that. Garnets is so far forward. Stacks only takes a clip of damage. Buzz there to save him. RB as well, trading. And that's from Belt. RB finding a great angle, picks up 2. And now just 2 left for Talon, and basically very little damage done to DRX.
Yeah, I mean, they were trying to go for something, right? They want to just try to see if they can catch anything out. They thought that maybe they were just like kind of slow pushing back around for B or something. But they didn't really anticipate that there would be a couple players up on Belt there, and they were able to get an easy wraparound from above. And that is 3 players dead on the front of A site. Easy transition over to B. The other 2 Talon players are kind of just left here. They did get 1 Vandal. They did buy this beforehand, so they potentially might want to save it. Be kind of suicidal to just run into this 2v5 here.
Meanwhile, Buzz is just dancing on top of that crate. Okay, got a kill. It's a little extra money.
Okay, they're going to go for it. Gets kind of punished for that. He's trying to run them down, but yeah, that's not really going to work too well. Does end up dying to the spike.
I have no idea what the money situation is like. Like, it might just...
Yeah.
Okay.
It is enough to buy everything.
They should have saved.
Yeah.
In theory. Well, you know, it's an event match. It is what it is. I'm just going to pretend I don't have to think about that. And I don't want to. So be it. Talon, man, they had such a good opportunity here, but it is starting to slip through their fingers. 11-8 for DRX, and 1 away from match point, 2 away from winning the map. Man, I had so much hope for Talon here. I really was starting to think that they could get this done, but Buzz gets the wall bang on to Sushi Boys there. And now starting to push space from Belt. That was through onto A Nest. Slow orb comes out. That's going to reveal the position of Stacks. My God, Stacks.
It's a bingo moment.
Teach me how to do that. That is absolutely nasty.
Chamber tried to TP out, wasn't able to do it.
Yep, there you go. All right, we'll give that the bingo.
So happy.
Buzz going to see Fox in a second. Oh, Fox, though, able to get the adjustment onto Buzz's head. Gets the kill. So now 4-3. Numbers still favoring DRX. Fox gonna go for the dash in, and it's off the back of some good shooting from his teammate. Stacks has the res, says Fox. Thank you for, you know, throwing yourself into the enemy to reveal their positions and give us the ability to kill some people and get this spike down.
Thank you for dying.
Yeah, thanks for dying.
So that I can bring you back to life.
Yeah.
I like to flex on the opponents here a little bit, like, you know, use my magical abilities.
Well, see, this is like the way a duelist should think, right? Like,
true.
I need to open up the site, just, you know, give my teammate opportunities. Hey, if I can get kills, great. Not like, you know, rank game duelists who are like, I have to top frag.
I'm gonna bait my entire teammate to do so.
Yeah, and if you're a duelist and you're not top fragging, you're garbage. Okay, dog.
Yeah, but then on the other hand, when I do see my Jet 3 and 12,
okay, that's different.
Scoreboard, when they are still doing that,
and they have like 0 assists, so it's like, oh no! Ah!
Nice.
That's different. That's different though. No, sometimes you're just bad. Like I'm like a I don't play Jet, so I don't pretend to know these things. All right, here we go. Match point. What do you think? Are we gonna see another? I mean, Talon's already done it once this tournament. Huge run back to force OT to win the map.
I mean, this is an easy.
Can they do it again, Mr. Anime Glasses guy?
Yeah, it's got a cut over to me as I push them up really. It's like I like stare at the camera to leg. I'm like, no.
Just no.
Why would you think that? It's
like
DRX.
That. Yeah. It's a tough opponent for anybody, as we've said before. RB has a Hunter's Fury. There's a lockdown as well, so probably saving that for the lockdown, I would assume. It's taking their sweet time, setting the rendezvous up on top of the tube, so Buzz might go for a little cheeky kind of redirect to get some high ground. You don't actually see DRX do that too much where they get on top of that tube. You know, some teams just kind of do it a lot. DRX very rarely goes up there.
Yep. I mean, you could see as well, Talon kind of thinks that they might be doing like a little bit of a mid push as well. They're kind of reorienting themselves around tube, kind of really looking under there to see what's happening, because they haven't really got much information otherwise. The 360 drone will be able to get the full scout to see that there's not really anything here to contest an entry onto B right now. Cruz is the only one that is here, but he is a bit far back. He will be kind of backed up just a little bit. Oh, the wall comes in at the perfect timing, but actually the most insane time because the shot still goes over it somehow, connects onto him. Buzz now is on top of the two. We'll be able to kind of zone these players out. They really have to invest a lot into dealing with them and just barely do so. We'll trade that out, get the gun as well. They're going to have to get onto this site quickly, though.
Yeah, great timing for DRX on that wall, and then great follow through here. And Buzz, even though the initial swing was a little off, he's still able to find a kill and give his team a really good shot at closing this map out. Garnets, though, has something to say about it. A headshot is in. They're trying to just hold this down. Finally, they do get the kill, and Stacks is good for 3, and DRX is good for the map.
That was just the most insane interaction. The Sage wall coming up, the bottom of it